Yeah, I think you got it. Okay. Yeah, before like in creating any process, first we need Atom server. Like in servers we require. Why? Because once we created any process, we need to deploy and we need to execute, right? So if you
Okay.
want to execute any process, we need servers. So we have two options. We have to install a servers in our local system, means in our own PC, and also we can configure cloud, like that are servers in Atom Cloud. Okay, so
Okay.
here in welcome tab we have like an Atom runtimes, right? Here, Atom and molecule. So
Okay.
here we have, if you click on Atom, so both are like servers, both are like Atom and molecule, both are servers. But thing is, so we have some difference between Atom and molecule, so we will discuss later this one, this topic, so that separately. As of now, remember, I'm going to take like an Atom is a server, and we can install into our local system by downloading installer. Okay, and the second one is in the cloud. So we have four clouds, like environments. ANG Atom Cloud, four atoms were available: ANG Integration Test Cloud, Singapore Integration Cloud, and Singapore Integration Test Cloud. So this is like like production, this is like testing environment. Okay,
Okay.
so this is in Singapore Integration Cloud, this is like a production, this is like a test environment. Okay, we can
So,
use all these four if you want.
mhm.
Yeah, tell me your.
Okay, okay. Nothing. For a development and all, we don't have the particular server. Only test and production is having.
Yeah, so generally our choice. So this is like just a trial. They are providing these like for one like an Atom, ANG Atom, and the Singapore atoms. But in production environment, how many atoms, like how many servers you require, you can purchase and you can install. Suppose in real time, so they are going to oh, sorry, this is quite. Yeah. So in products, like in real time, so every organization is going to maintain like dev environment. Dev environment means in this environment they're going to like install dev atom. Okay, only for developers can do execute their process before going to give it to test. So test environment also they're going to provide. So test is nothing but for QA, so who are like testing aggressively, so our process once we develop in dev environment. Okay,
Yeah.
so some organization going to maintain like three or more, like before they're going to move into production the same code, they have separate UAT code, like an UAT environment. UAT means user acceptance test. So
Correct.
business, like before like a customer going to use our services, business users going to test it after like no testing is done by QA team. So that is like user acceptance test environment, UAT environment is there. After that, this is like a pre-prod. So pre-prod is nothing but like who are testing, or like business users going to test.
Okay.
So and after that we have like production. Okay, so production environment.
Hmm.
So these are like four environments. So based on their needs, they're going to create a different environments. We are not sure. So every this is not like a thumb rule. Every organization to follow the same structure. Okay, some organization going to follow like test environment. After that, only like a prod environment.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. It's a
So we are
depend.
going, yeah, we are going to deploy into a test environment, and the QA team also going to test it in the same environment.
Okay.
Okay, and also they're going to move this product test. After test, they're going to move to production environment directly. So some of the environments going to follow. For each team, they have separate dedicated environments they're going to create.
Yeah.
Okay, if maximum, so UAT and prod is like a replicate. So how that production is working, the same way UAT is also working. Okay, so why? Because these are all these both three are like replicates environments. So the same code is available for all environments. If you have any issues occurred, then we are going to test in UAT environment. We are going to reproduce the same environment into UAT or like a test environment.
Okay.
So dev environment is nothing but just we are going to like multiple scenarios. So while developing, we have like doing some trial and error kind of things we are going to do, right? So every time we are going to change, every time we are going to deploy and undeploy things, we are going to do. So this is for development environment. Who are developing. Yeah. So here we are going to based on the choice, we are going to purchase the servers and we are going to install.
One question, Gopi. So in the cloud, right? We have 4 different servers.
Yes.
So these are like a free only, or do you need to purchase?
No, these are like a free.
Free. And what is the capacity we have? Like, is there any capacity they will provide, like this GB size something server?
We don't know about like these capacities. So why? Because these are like free trial. Okay. We are not sure about this.
Maybe we can use this for the training purpose.
Yes, training purpose. Yes, learning purpose. We can use it.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Even like in organizations also they're going to use some of the organizations. Why? Because these are like free, right? So no need to purchase any environment for development again.
Correct.
The only thing is here we can develop many process. Okay, but the thing is we have some restrictions. Okay, I will tell you that one. So these same environments, they're going to use for real time also. So let's assume. So I'm going to create a Singapore integration cloud. This is something like I'm going to call it is like a prod atom. Okay. And in the cloud, I'm going to create just to configure. Okay, and this is already installed. Just we are going to configure that atom into our account.
Okay.
And another one, if you want, then in the cloud, Singapore. See, once already used in a Singapore integration atom, so it is not available. So now I'm going to the next one, test cloud. So I'm going to give like test. Like now if you see in the cloud, only other 2 atoms are available. Okay. So in the manage, go to atom management here. You can see this prod we created and a test we created.
Okay.
So getting from the from home. So if you have any questions, just you can unmute and ask.
Okay, copy. No.
Yeah. So here, like we have test and production environment. Like these are the like atoms. So this atom we are going to attach to environments. So we should create any environments like this. Let's create. Delete this one first. Existing environments.
But this is okay. Can you go one more time? Like initially, where do you created this thing? The product test.
I will explain later.
So these are the things you created for the other purpose.
Yeah, other means like now who took training from me, so they create. So these are like an environments I'm deleting, not like servers. Okay. But attach it to atom.
Environment server. What is different?
Yeah. I will explain. See, we have. So we have servers and we have environments both. Okay. We have environments. We have servers. Okay. So server is nothing but it has like a capability to execute your integration process. Okay, whatever like you are creating, build your integration in build tab. So that has some purpose, right? It's going to execute some task. So that process, if you want to run, we need server. The server has capability to execute or like done your task end to end. So
Gopi,
if you
Gopi,
want to, yeah.
1 minute, Gopi. Let me move to the different. 1 minute. I think there's some noise. Yes, Gopi. Sorry. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, sorry. Actually,
Gopi, can you hear me?
yes, yes, yes. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
1 moment. So we have servers, right? So
Okay.
these servers we need to attach to a particular environment. So environment is here is nothing but just we are going to like someone is thinking me. Give me 2 minutes. And Magesh, is it possible to like connect 1 hour before, like 9 to 10 from tomorrow, or
9 to 10. 1 minute. Let me think.
okay. Yeah.
Actually, 10 o'clock, my son session will start.
9 to 10, it's not possible.
9.
We will end the session like in 10 o'clock. It can start to 9 o'clock.
Or 8:30 to 9:30.
Yeah, that's good. Can we connect 8:30 to 9:30 then?
It's for only tomorrow or
From tomorrow. From tomorrow.
from tomorrow, 8:30 to 9:30. Okay, Gopi.
Yeah, seems like we are work is started at like 10 or 10:30, right? Yeah, so someone going to ping. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So
Sure. So
so
8:30 to 9:30.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. So environment is nothing but like we are going to differentiate the environments by creating it. Suppose we have dev environment, right? So we are going to create a dev environment and we are going to attach this server, whatever like in a server, the server we are going to attach to this dev environment. Suppose we have here, if you see here, we are going to create atom and go to our manage and atom management. And if you click on new, it is going to ask an atom and environment. Okay. So atom is nothing but a server. Environment, we are going to attach this atom, whatever like we are creating. So earlier like we created right atom, something like this. So there itself like in welcome tab, we can create it. And also we can create some here itself, click new and we can set up atom. The same way we can create like an environment. Okay, so you can give like an environment name, something like if it is a production, you can give like a prod environment, something like prod. Okay, so the classification is nothing but like a production. So if you click in production, so this is just like an environment. Okay, you can attach this environment to particular production atom. So suppose if you want to attach to production environment particular prod, you can choose attachments here like.
Okay.
Okay.
So right now we have two server, which is prod and test. Okay, PROD and test.
Yeah.
Whatever we are creating environment above, we need to attach
to these atoms. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever like we are creating atoms, with these atoms we can attach to products like environments. Suppose we created a production environment, and also we have two classifications here. And environment, you click environment, and we have already created a production environment, right? Then you can create like a test environment. Then I'm going to create like you can give any name. So based on your naming conventions, I'm going to give like a test, something like env. Okay, you can give like this also. Save. I created a test environment. We have test server, and you can attach this test server to test environment. So here just click on test environment and you have attachment tab. Here you can just click on TES. Oh, I think we are giving like TES name.
Yeah, correct.
Actually, so spell mistake.
That's okay. And so only one environment can be connect for one server, right?
Yeah,
It
so you
cannot
can
be multiple.
no, we can attach like a multiple environment for one environment. So that is like a different case. See, we have dev environment or like in a production environment. Let's assume. Okay. So
Okay.
in production environment, we can use multiple atoms. Means we can install multiple atoms into multiple CPUs, and we can attach to this production environment. Okay. Suppose we are like we have production. Suppose you can just use this atom. Okay. We have, let's assume we have Windows 64 or Linux 64. So let's assume we are using like Linux 64. You can download it. Okay. Operating system. Or see, let's assume this is the one. ANG Atom Cloud. So we can set up this atom like ANG production prod atom something. So click OK. Okay. So this ANG prod we have not attached, right? This is also production environment. So this production environment we can attach to this one. See.
What is the use that we can attach to?
Yeah, what is the use is nothing but, see, once you deployed any process to this environment, okay, we are deploying our integration process at environment level. Okay, at environment level, we are going to deploy. Means once we deploy our process into production environment, then that deployed process will be that process will be deployed into ng prod and production, both environment we are going to deploy. Okay. Once we deployed, what will happen? We know, right? Load balancer. I think you are aware of it. Load balancer concept. Load balancing concept is nothing but whenever like one server is down, that other server will be available. So why? Because these two servers, whatever like prods, we are attaching like two atom servers, right? One atom, let's assume like atom A and atom B. We have two servers. Atom B. So we have two atoms. So this atom is nothing but server. So this server we deployed into like a CPU, something like 0.0. Something like 192. So this is IP address. Let's assume. So this is like another IP address. Like why? Because we are not going to install two servers into single CPU. So every CPU has like unique atom. Means we are going to deploy our servers into different CPUs. So this CPU has something like another address, another IP address. Okay, this has another IP address. So this servers we deployed one CPU, this server we deployed into another CPU. Both are like different CPUs, not in one CPU. Means different systems. So these two systems are running two different CPUs, and these two atoms were attaching to production environment. Then once our like integration is done, building is done, then once you deployed our atom into production environment, so that atom is available, sorry, that process is available in both atoms. Okay. So both atoms, our process is available, means the process will be deployed in both environment. Once we select this production environment where we deploying it, and it will going to be deployed into A and B. So our process will be available in both processes. But thing is, how our process is working. So in both the atoms, it is like executing or like in a single atom, like it's going to execute in a single atom. So that is like load balancer. So we are going to create a load balancer out of the Boomi network. Okay. So we are going to use like a big five something, right? A load balancer we are going to use. So this load balancer will going to check these two atoms. Okay, which one is available currently? So which has like less load. Suppose we have like 100 of like process is running. Let's say in production environment in real time. Okay, so might be a process atom A and atom B will share some of the process. Suppose we have 100 transactions. So this process might take like 50 or like 60. Other process will take like 30 transactions is going to execute. Let's assume. Okay. Whenever new request will come to these atoms to execute, then this load balancer will check. So which process has like a less load. So
Okay.
it is depending on like RAM and ROM and speed of the CPU. Okay, it's going to check later when. So which one is like is less load balance. Then the request will be redirected to whether like process like an atom A and atom B.
Okay.
So
the load balancer can decide.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Bandwidth. It's going to check the bandwidth of the servers. Okay. Then the incoming request will be redirected to whether like process A and process B. So one of the server will be executing your request. Okay, so that is the advantage of like production. Why? Because in production we are not going to give a chance to failures, because customer always like wants to be there servers up and running. Okay, so there's no so that is the reason. So if it is like priority applications like in healthcare, like in manufacturing, insurance, some kind of like process, if we are going to deploy, always we can go through like multiple atoms we are going to attach it, and we are going to do some load balancing, and also it's going to give like a faster performance. Why? Because if it is single process, if we have like multiple requests are coming within a 1 hour, like within 5 minutes, then if it's going to take like much time to execute all process one by one, right?
Correct.
So if you have like 2 or more atoms in the single environment, so it's going to share your work will be shared by different among different atoms.
Yeah.
So that is advantage. Means your performance will be increased. The customer is not need to like wait for much to complete your integration process to get the result, right? And also it won't give like what server downtimes. If it is one server is like some CPU is like down, let's assume due to some reasons, network issue or something, any reason, so other process will execute your request.
Correct. Yeah.
So that is advantage when you can attach multiple atoms into single environment.
Okay. But in the training purpose, we have only 2 production server, right? One is ANZ, another one is Singapore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now let's go to like now we have environment is ready. We have like atoms is ready. So we have test environment. We have production environment. And go to build tab.
Test you didn't attach, right? Did you attach test? Test we didn't attach, right?
Yeah, we have attached it, right? Test environment.
No, attached to the environment. Did you?
Yeah, this is the test environment, right? You see,
oh, okay. Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before going to build any integration process, we have like parent process will be available, like training OP method. So whenever you are going to create your account, so with that account name, it will be added a training prefix to your account name, like a training OP method, like a training your name, something. Whenever you are going to sign up. So this is the parent process. So with the account name, and under parent, like you can rename it if you want. Okay. So any account name you can name it your parent folder. Under parent folder, you can create a multiple subfolders. Okay, nested folders you can create it, subfolders, and within the subfolder you can create another one more folders. Like nested folders you can create in the parent folder. Okay, we have like a components. And a new component, new folder. New folder is nothing but it is you can create a number of folders within a sub parent folder, and you can rename the folders. You can give access to permissions, like who are going to access this particular folder. So these are like permissions. And coming to like a new component. So here the component is nothing but whether it is like integration process or so it is like a component. You see like if we click on components, we have like a number of components are available. So component is nothing but it has something like it's going to give some to achieve your integrations, like to facilitate your integrations end to end. So the component will help you. Suppose like if you want to create a like a process, so the process is nothing but you are going to fetch some files from FTP location and you are going to store into database. Okay. So here like an FTP we have going to use, and I want to like fetch some files from FTP location, and I want to store those, or like I want to place those files into local, like in a disk. Okay, local means in our in your own CPU. Okay, where your server is running, on the same server you want to store your files, or you want to like store data into like database. Okay, or you are going to like create those data into Salesforce or anything. So it is like in a source system, we have like a target system. So if you want to like integrate your or like create your process according your like requirement, we need to use like multiple components to facilitate your integrations. Those components is nothing but these are the things like a process, API, flow services, certificate is a component, connection is a component. Connection is nothing but if you want to connect to like an FTP, right? We need like a connection. So how we are going to connect FTP server? So the connection will help you to create. How we are going to establish a connection between Boomi and FTP. How we are going to connect Boomi to Salesforce. Like any SaaS adapters, we can connect it. How we are going to connect Oracle DB from Boomi. How we are going to connect disk, means local file system to Boomi. So these connection will help you. So certificate is a component. Certificate is nothing but suppose we are going to create FTP server. Might be it is like security. So they're going to maintain security. They're going to use something like CA certificates for authorization. So we can use configure those certificates into our Boomi servers. We can create certificates is available. So we have like a custom library. Suppose we are integrating with like MySQL or like Oracle DB or like a Snowflake DB databases we are connecting, right? So whenever we are going to connect third-party systems, we need some dependency jar files. Okay, so those jar files we are going to create a custom library. Through custom library, we are going to upload our jar files, third-party jar files. We are going to create a custom library. So every component has like some specific uses, and we are going to use to facilitate our integrations. Okay, so these are the like components. So we'll see one by one. So first I'm going to use like a component is like a called process. So this process is nothing but it's going to create your integrations. Okay, so you can give like a process name. Our component is a process, and I'm going to call it as a process name. So my task is I'm going to pick the files from FTP location. I want to store into like a disk. Okay, and I want to like pick any file or like particular XML or particular CSV file. Okay, I want to pick CSV file. Okay, and this is or like upload. So this is just like now naming conventions as of now I'm going to use. So this is my source system FTP. This is my target system disk, and
this is the file you are transferring.
Yeah, this is the file I am transferring. What you are going to do, I am going to upload.
Okay.
So FTP disk CSV upload means I'm going to receive FTP file and upload CSV file into disk location. So this is just for convenient name.
Okay.
So what is like once you see the process name, you are able to see like so my source system is FTP, my target system is, and my use case is CSV uploading.
Okay. And okay.
Once you create the component of the process, automatically see here it's going to open like a start shell. Okay, it's automatically, so make the recommended changes for me. Just click on it and click OK. Okay, I will show you what to do this one. So start step, it is automatically like whenever like you create a process, automatically the process is created, right? Once you click on create, the process will be created. So it opened like one canvas here. Okay, so this canvas, right? So our workspace, like where we are going to integrate our like we are going to create our integration process by using like different components.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is like a canvas. We are going to drag and drop particular shapes we are available. So these are like different shapes. We have connectors are available. So these are the like connectors. Okay, we have three types here, like connectors and execution shapes and logical shapes. So connectors is nothing but, so this is like where we can fetch the data or like send the data to external systems.
Mhm.
Okay, so see, we have like different connectors are available. Mail connector, if you want to send any mail to any person, you can use like a mail connector. Okay, we have like FTP, we have disk connector. So if you want to connect to some like an FTP server, you can use FTP. We can use like local file system if you want to connect local file system, so where we can load the files or like store the files. Okay, so we have like an SFTP or FTP, both are like in the same, it is like in a secure than FTP. And we have like in a Slack. Okay, Slack is nothing but right, so generally we are going to use in our organization, we are going to use like in Jabber, like in a Skype for internal communication. The same way like in Slack is like that, instant messaging, right? And we have like a NetSuite. NetSuite is like an ERP system, Oracle ERP system. If you want to connect to a NetSuite, then you can go to use that. So we discussed right how we are going to connect. So if you have an existing connectors, we are going to use. Otherwise, we are going to use like through HTTP. It means REST, and we are going to use like a SOAP. Right.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, other than like these connectors are, we don't have like a particular SaaS connector is not available. Then we are go for like web services, SOAP client and REST client. That is nothing but HTTP client. It is called REST, and
Okay.
SOAP client is nothing but SOAP web services. If they're like an exposed their services in REST and SOAP, then we are going to use whether this one or this one.
Okay.
So otherwise, like we have connectors available for their application, then we are going to use. We can search for that connector when we are going to use it.
Okay.
Okay, suppose like we have Microsoft Teams. If we don't have, then we are going to use Microsoft APIs by using like an HTTP client.
Okay.
Okay, so we have like different categories like connectors are available. If you see like accounting related applications, analytics reporting, like analytics, so related connectors, and B2B connectors and cloud infrastructure connectors. So big data related systems, if you want to connect, so you can use Hadoop, Oracle SQL Loader, and Snowflake. Okay. So we have like so many connectors available, like HCM connectors available, and the sales connectors. If you see like HCM connector, like we have NetSuite, we have Talio, Workday, UX, AltaPro, Workday Prism. So these are like related to HCM, human capital management related applications. Means HR related applications, these are.
Okay.
So these are connectors we are going to connect to the enterprise applications. Okay. So these are like we are going to use like in middle or like source and target systems we are going to use, and execution shapes. So these are like an execution shapes will help to execute your integration process to facilitate your integrations. So we are going to use for different shape. We are called it is like a shape. These are called, we are going to call it is shapes. Shape,
Okay.
map shape, set property shape, measure shape, something like that. So these are all shapes are going to be available, like we are going to use while integrating, or like build your integrations. We are going to use for different purpose. So we'll slowly we are going to cover like one by one what is the purpose of each shape. Okay, suppose like we say like a map shape. So map shape use it to like if you want to convert one format of data to another format of data. Okay, suppose my source system I tell you like an FTP. Okay, FTP had comma separated files. Okay, my target system wants to XML files. Okay, the same data is available in both structures. CSV has data with CSV comma separated file format, and my target system going to understand or like wants the file in XML format with the same content. Then you need to use map shape to convert one format of data to another formatted of data. Means CSV to you need to convert XML. Suppose my source system only I'm receiving like an XML data from my source system. My target system wants to like in CSV. Then you can convert using like a map shape XML to CSV. or if you want to convert XML to JSON, JSON to XML, or like if you want to convert JSON to database profiles. So database going to understand the same format, means database profiles. So this kind of transformation we are going to use like map shape in your integration process. The same way we can use like other shapes available and logical shapes. So if you have any logic you want to execute, you can use these logical shapes.
Okay.
Business rules like a decision condition. So logic is nothing but, suppose if you want to like compare values, so something like and in source XML, suppose like one based on the routing data, suppose I'm getting like an employee data in XML, let's say. Okay, so I want to like filter out whose employees greater than like salary is greater than like 50,000. I need only those employees to store into target location. So in like how we are going to log, we can write the logic by using like a decision shape. Decision shape we are going to use. So yes, we are going to write the condition whose employee salary greater than 50,000. We can write a condition and we are going to filter those employees and we are going to route to next step. So that kind of like a decision shapes is going to take it. Okay. And business rules. And also if you have multiple business rules, multiple conditions you want to apply on particular data, then you can use like business rules. So decision shape and business rules are both are same, but here only we can check only one condition. Okay.
Okay.
So here we can check multiple conditions within a single shape. We are going to use like business rules shape. So this is the way we have multiple logical shapes available. We can use while integrate your integration. While build your integrations. Okay.
Okay.
So we can use this process. Yeah. And also once we create any process, automatically the start shape will be created. So start shape is nothing but, okay, see, you can see the description here itself. Okay, the start shape, that is the main shape that begins the process flow. Okay, so it will help to start your integration process actually. Okay, it will start your integration process from where. So suppose if you want to execute somewhere, we can start our integration, right? Correct. So somewhere we have initial point to start our integration, to execute our integration. So that is nothing but like a start shape. So start shape, it's the naming, it's the name itself saying like it is like a start shape, which is going to start your integration process. Okay. Or initiate your integrations from here itself. This is the starting point of your integration. So the integration will begin from here. Okay. So it is automatically added to each new process and it cannot be removed. Okay. So whenever you can create a process, automatically it's going to add. So you're not going to add it. And it's also, it cannot be removed. So if you want to remove it, you cannot remove it. See here. Only we have configure option. We don't have a remove option. We don't have delete option. Why? Because we cannot delete it. Always start shape should be there. Okay. 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 So this start shape have like, see, display name. You can give what is the purpose of this shape. Okay. You can give the display name accordingly. Now what is the purpose? So, and connectors. So connector is nothing but, in my case, FTP and discrete. I want to return some files from the FTP location. So connector, if you see here, we have connectors, whatever like we were seeing earlier, right? Connectors. The same connectors are available in drop down. See here. Means you cannot delete the start shape, but you can convert that start shape to different connectors. Okay. Okay. See, these are the like connectors available. So my source system is like an FTP. This is my FTP. I'm going to. Okay. So you can convert your start shape as something like this. We have types is like a connector, and we have type is like a trading partner start shape, or like a data pass through start shape. Start shape should be connector, start shape should be trading partner, start shape should be data pass through or no data. Okay. So connector is nothing but, when you choose connector, it's something like we are going to bring some data from the source system. So the source system, we should select it, whether it is FTP or like an Amazon, from where you are getting the data, bring the data into your Boomi flow. Okay. Okay. So you can choose it. Suppose if you choose no data. Okay. If choose no data is nothing but, it's not going to bring any data from the source system. Okay. 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 It's not going to bring any data from the source system, but it is only useful to start your integration process. Okay, that when you select like no data is nothing, but it's not going to receive or retrieve any data from the source system. Okay, only it's going to be start your integration process, or you can schedule your integration process. Okay, so if you're using like no data, it looks like this. Only it's going to initiate your integration process. So now after that, I want to start my integration process, and after that, I want to fetch the files from FTP location. I want to use like a connector. Okay, connector is like an FTP.
Oh, now you selected no data, right? Here in the start.
Yeah, start okay. No data is nothing, but no data is we are not getting from the any source system.
Okay.
It just initiate your integration. It will help to initiate your integration.
Okay. Instead of doing this, we can connector. We can start itself. We can connect the FTP. We can.
Yes, FTP. Yes. So otherwise, yes, we can convert this as a connector, and we can choose the FTP.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
We can do either way. Okay.
Either way. And after that, I'm once starting this process. So here, when we are going to like no data means, we are going to start your integration process, and as well as suppose this process I want to schedule it. Whatever like I'm going to create FTP disk CSV upload, I want to like schedule this process. Schedule this process. Who are going to initiate every time your process? Who are going to start your integration every time? That is a question, right? Someone going to be execute. Who are going to execute it?
Okay.
Who are going to execute it means, so I want to execute my process automatically every 1 hour, every 2 hours, every day on particular time. Every day midnight I want to execute this process. Or every day like in the mornings 5 to 6 I want to execute, like in every 1 hour every day 7 days I want to execute it. So this will help to execute like a schedule our integration process after deploying. Okay, I will say like we'll check one by one. Okay, so this will start your integration process with scheduling. Okay, so I want to like pick the files. Next I need FTP. Then you can drag and drop into your connector here like this. Okay, so every connector has these options: display name, connector, and action, and connection name, and operation. Just click OK and save it. Just like this. Okay, you can like map it, connect the wire, and you can go configure it. So it is giving something like a warning button, right? So you can go like, so this is a connector FTP. So this is my, I need it. And what is the action? So we have to action get and send.
We have to send, right?
Get and send. So no, what send is nothing but we are sending the files, means we are storing the file. But my FTP disk CSV upload means I'm going to bring file, a CSV file from FTP. I want to store into disk. That is my like scenario. Okay. So I want to bring means I can use like get, right? I know it like send. If using like send, let's say we are using like send, but send is nothing but what we are like writing the data, sending the data. But where we need to send the data, what the data we have to send. We are not getting any data here. This data we are not getting any data. If you use like send, what data you are going to send it?
Okay. Oh, what I thought from FTP we are sending, right?
No, FTP, no. FTP to disk. Yeah, see, we are sending means we are getting and we are sending. Remember it. We are bring the data, we are sending the data. Okay. We are bring the data. First, we need to bring the data from FTP location. Once we bring the data, and we are going to send the data to disk. Okay. So here, my action is like a get method. Okay. So here connection. First, we should if you need to bring the data, so we need to know, right? So Bhumi wants to know where is the data is available. Correct. Okay. So we need like to create a connection here. Can click plus symbol here like this. Can click here plus symbol, and this will be open automatically. New FTP connection. So we need FTP details required. Okay. We need FTP details required. So where the FTP server is available, on which domain it is running, and what is the port number, and what is the username, what is the password.
Okay.
Okay. We
Okay.
need connection details. Then connection details is required. So I'm going to use like an FTP system. So it is like a free of available like a free in the cloud. So I'm going to use like Drive HQ is so Drive HQ. So Drive HQ is providing like a free FTP server. You can use it.
Oh,
okay.
Drive HQ. Okay.
Drive HQ. Yes.
So we need to have an account here.
Yeah, we need to sign up. You need to sign up here, Drive
Okay.
HQ, and they will provide like a free trial, like free of cost. But only they are going to available like 25 times only we are able to connect, up to 25 connections per day.
Per day. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Suppose you are like if you are testing like more than 25 times, then it's not going to allow.
But daily we can use 25 times, right? Daily.
Yeah. Daily we are going 25 times means we are able to connect 25 connections is going to be available up to 25 requests.
But that is more than enough, right, for training purpose?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Okay. So, but I need like once you sign up, you get the username and password. You can use that username and password here.
Okay.
You will use username and password here. But what is the host and what is the FTP or like a port? So, but how could we find like host of this Drive HQ? Okay. So I think you can go to FTP hosting like a frequent asked questions. Okay. Here. So once you go to the here and you can check on FTP email web service FTP hosting FAQ. In FAQ, they're going to see here. And what is my FTP SFTP server name and IP address and port number?
Okay.
So you can find here something like for free service users, FTP server name is ftpdrivehq.com.
Okay.
Okay. And port is see here, both our FTP SFTP servers use default port is like 21. Okay. So here password section, just click set and password here, enter and click apply. Okay, it is encrypted. Once you enter, it is going to be encrypted. You are not able to like see your password again.
Oh, okay. And what is that connection mode? Passive
and active. So you can use like an passive mode. So I will tell you what is exactly. Okay. I'm not sure about it.
And the FTP connection. Okay, I have a question. Like, what is there in FTP connection?
What is there in the FTP connection is what actually?
Like, is any data available?
Yeah. So FTP is nothing but like a file transfer protocol. Okay.
Okay.
So where it is like just a file system. File system is nothing but how you are like a parties like you have like a C drive, D drive, right?
Okay.
Your hard disk like you're partitioning into multiple disks, D drive, C drive, E drive.
Correct.
So you are like partitioning like dividing into multiple disks, or like one disk into multiple disks for like storing your files and images and something like documents. Right? The same way like an FTP also like it is something like a file system.
Okay.
It is also file system. It is like a storage. You can go to here and you can go to my storage. Okay, where you can store your files on the server, but it is available on server. like you are like, no, we have Windows, right? Windows servers we have.
Mm.
Windows servers, you have hard disk.
Correct.
We are dividing it. The same way, FTP is like, file sharing system. FTP is a file sharing system. So where we can store your files and share your files with others.
Oh, it's like a Google Drive.
It's kind of, okay.
Okay.
It's kind of sharing. Yes, it's kind of.
Okay. So though in this Drive H2, we can keep our file, right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
we can keep our files, and where we can pick the files and we can share the files with others.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is like a file storage.
Okay.
We can create like, see, we have something like a different folders. We can create it. If you want to create a new folders, you can click on here in root folder. Right, we have different my storage and drive HQ share. These are the root folders.
Oh, you can keep like it can be your personal or your anything. It can be anything, right? The data can be stored in some place, some
places. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So if you want to create a new folder,
it's like a cloud server. It's a cloud kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
cloud.
kind of cloud. Yeah, it is a kind of cloud. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. It is available on the cloud, right? Yeah. So you can create your own folders here, and you can create your own folder like this. And in that folder, you can store your files, any files.
Okay. So any space limit here?
I think yeah, they have some space. How many files you have, will store? You can go to frequently asked questions. You can.
Okay.
You can go. Why? Because it is a free, right? So they will not pay anything.
Okay.
We're not paying that. So they have some limitation. We don't have.
Okay.
They're not going to give for like free for like 1 GB 2 GB.
Okay.
Okay, we have like a connections and this is the action get. So now we should create like an operation. Okay. So operation is nothing but like, so where you can get the data, or like, and we have some actions, right? Get, how we are going to get the data. So what files we are going to bring the data, right? On which directory you want to bring the data. So we have like many directories, many folders, right? On which directory you are going to bring the data. So in the folder, we have like many files. We have photos, we have images, we have PDFs, we have text files, right? Many data is available. Like what type of data you are going to bring it, on which directory you want to bring it.
Okay.
So that is like an operations. So you can create an operation. I want to create operation something like get, my operation name is get CSV.
Okay.
Something get CSV doc. Okay. So here FTP action is get and delete. FTP is get and delete. Get and delete is nothing but once you get the file from that particular directory, okay, and still the file is available. If you choose FTP action, suppose you have file in this location. Okay. If you bring or like get the data from this directory, and the file should be remain in the same location, then you can use something like get. I don't want to use, so I want to get the data. I want to delete that particular folder once we bring the data into Bhumiflow from this location. Let's assume I have something like.
Oh, deleting here drive HQ, right?
Drive HQ, not in Bhumi.
Okay.
Once you get the file, you can delete the file in the same directory. Then you can use get and delete.
Okay.
Okay. So here, like in a remote direct, I'm going to get and delete. So as of now, I'm going to get. Why? Because every time we are not going to place the file while testing. Okay.
Correct.
So once you bring, we can delete, right? So again, we have to place the file, same file.
Okay.
So remote directory. So remote directory means so which directory you want to read the file. So you can create any directory here. In my storage, I'm going to create a directory here, new folder. So I can give like my folder name is something like Bhumi. Okay, click on Bhumi here. So this is path, right? This is the folder path. So this is my directory. Okay. So file filter. So file filter in the sense. So suppose in Bhumi directory, we can store PDF files. We can store CSV files, comma separated files. We can like share dot give us CX files, docx files, documents, and Excel sheets, right? So, but which file you want to store? And suppose we have like 100 of files. Which file you want to read? Or like based on the type of file. Suppose you can give that exact file filter. So file filter means I want to like any name. Any name means the file should be any name. Star means anything. Dot. The file extension should be something like CSV, comma separated file.
Okay.
Understand? So my file name should be anything, but my file extension should be comma separated file. So CSV.
Okay.
So maximum file to read 0. Binary is nothing but we are going to read the file into binary mode. And we have like an ASIC and binary, right? I'm going to read the file in binary mode. And the maximum files to read. Maximum files to read 0. 0 is nothing but, so we can read like number of files. So if we give like 0 means any like number of files, we don't have any restrictions.
Okay.
Okay. Suppose number CSV files have 10 files. Let's assume 10 CSV files are there. Then I want to read like 2. Then you can give like 2 files.
2 mean like it will go on the first 2 files.
First 2 files.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave 0 means maximum files you can read it.
Okay.
And save it. And save and close. Now save. So now I want to, as of now, I want to stop the. I want to stop. Stop is nothing but this is like stop shape. Stop shape is nothing but. So if you want to stop your integration flow after pick the data. Okay. I want to stop my flow. You can stop. You can use like a stop shape. Okay. Just initiate my integration process and bring the file. And I want to stop my process as of now.
Okay.
Just in this part, I want to test it. Test in test mode we have available. This is like we are called it is like test mode. I can test. And if you want to test, we need servers, right? Atom. So in test mode, only test environment is available. Okay. We have like a prod environment, but prod is not available. Okay, because it is a test. Test, run test. See, it is like an initiative or integrations, and it's going to bring the files from that. So we need CSV files here, right? But we don't have CSV file. So it's not going to bring any data. See, it's not going to bring any data. It is click here and connection data is nothing but 0, right? Now I want to store some file into this Boomi folder, upload some file. You can upload files here. Add file and go to, I have something like finance updated file. This is like a comma separated file. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Start upload. Upload successfully. Just close it. I have file now. Okay. Again, I want to test it. Now see here, connection data. So we have like, when you click on any shape, this is the shape, right? So we have logs and connection data. We don't have any connectors. That's the way we don't have any connections here.
Okay.
FTP shape, you click on FTP shape. We have 3 tabs available, right? One is logs. The logs is nothing but what is like, these actions are like printing here, like, okay. This is something actions we are going to like see the printing and the shape source data. So what is like the shape source data is nothing but this is the shape.
Okay.
FTP is a shape, stop is a shape, start shape is a shape.
Okay.
So shape source data. See the name is shape source data means FTP shape source data. Source is nothing but who is the source for FTP? This is the source, right? Yep. Source is nothing but like origin, right?
Okay.
For FTP, who is the source? This is the source. Start shape is a source for FTP. So what is the data is getting from the source? This shape source 0.
Nothing.
That is
Yeah.
like shape source data is nothing but to this shape source data is this one, but we are not getting any data. That is what 0, 0, 0.
Okay.
Connection data means FTP connections, the host we are connecting, and the port and Boomi directory, this one, and file name C, we are getting file name. This is the data we are receiving.
Okay.
Non-subdated.csv. This only one CSV available. Only one document is getting. See, this is how many documents we are getting. Only one document. Why? Because we have only one document is available here.
Okay.
And what type of data we are receiving? If you see the data, you can click view. Just click on here. So this is the data is available, comma separated. So this is the header name, and these are the remaining lines.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
And this is the stop shape. So we are stopping the file. We are no need to implement remain. Just I'm stopping it. And if you go to shape source data, what is the shape? Source is FTP for stop.
FTP.
Right?
Yeah.
So whatever like data is getting, this data is like moving to stop shape. See here, we are receiving the same data is getting to the stop shape.
Okay.
Shape source data is this shape source is here. The data is coming. Shape source data means FTP source data. That shape source data is FTP data. Okay. So now the data is coming. Now the data is coming. Data is coming. Now I want to store this data into my
desktop, right? In your local disk.
Local disk. Local disk. So I have one more connector is available. Disk connector is available. Okay. So this is the disk. So we have version 2, latest one. I will tell you what is this exact one, and disk 2. Now this data is getting. I want to place the file into this disk. Okay. So if you want to correctly align this process, you can arrange it here. Okay.
Okay.
Save, then arrange. It's going to arrange it like this.
Okay.
Now I'm getting the file, the same data forwarding to disk, then disk. I have actions get and send. Now I don't want to get the data from the disk. I want to send the data to disk.
Oh,
send.
Okay, which mean okay, this action is nothing but for the connector purpose. You are sending data to disk. In FTP, you are get the data
from the FTP.
FTP. Okay.
Connection here. So if you want to connect to your server, right? So server is nothing but where your server is running. So connection here. Disk connection. See here, it is not asking any username and any password. Just asking like in a directory.
Okay.
On which directory you want to store. I want to something like create like work directory. So my directory name is work directory. I want to place the file in the work directory. Okay. And operation. So what type of data you are going to store it. Okay. So connector action is sent and create a directory if it does not exist. Okay. So create like a work directory in connection name a given work. Right. So if the directory is not available in operation, you can check the create directory if it does not exist. Okay. And the file naming options. So here create a unique name if file exists. If file is already existing with the same name, let's assume. So if we are like running multiple times, the same file is already exist. Then if the same file name is coming next time also, then create a unique name if file exists. Okay. Okay. It's going to add like numbers. Okay. Okay. Overwrite if file exists. If already file is there, you can overwrite existing file. Okay. Append if file exists. So the file is already exist. The same file name is coming with the same data. Then you can append to existing file. Data is going to be appended to the existing file. So error if file exists. Suppose if file is already exist, you can throw any error. Then you can error if file exists. Means it's going to give an error. Okay. Okay. I'm going to use like a create unique name file if file is already exist. Okay. Save it. Now test it. So here we are not going to use any username where we can host name, port name. We are not going to use in this connection.
Where this will save this work?
Yeah, so I will tell you that is okay. See, disk is nothing but file system, right? Disk is nothing but file system. So file system is nothing but where it is like it's going directly, it's going to ask in connection details, it is going to directly ask like a directory. You can mention directory. It's going asking like a directory, we are giving like work directory. But this work directory where it is going to create. So in which system it is creating, or like in my PC means my laptop, or where it is creating.
Correct,
so
yeah.
the creation is nothing but where your server is running. First you should know where your server is running. My server is running something like Singapore Integration Cloud, right? I'm using Singapore Integration Cloud, Test Cloud. Right, Singapore Integration Test Cloud I'm using. Means
Correct.
this server is something in Singapore, it is running in Singapore cloud.
Okay.
Okay, somewhere it is running. In the same server location, this work directory will be created. Where your server is running, and the same server, this work directory will be created in that work directory, and server path, and in the server path, it's going to create a work directory like this. In this work directory, your file name will be created .cs or something, name.cs. Okay, where your server is running, in the same place, the work directory will be created and placing the file. So here the disk is nothing but the disk is local to your server.
Local for user, not our PC.
Not our PC. Suppose in your first you are testing in a submit test case, right? Suppose we see here disk, go to connection data. So this is the server place. This is my account name, and this is Singapore Integration Test Cloud, and the work directory is created. In this work directory, this file is created. So .dat to create open. So .dat extension to create. So means it is creating like .dat extensions. Then see here the file should be like the content should be same, but creating is like a different name, file name and the .dat extension. But we should create .csv, right?
Correct.
But why? Because we are not, while creating the data, we are not mentioning anything. So
what is the extension?
Which file name we are going to give it to this one, and what is the extension we should mention it. We should mention before going to create it. Okay. Suppose here we are creating test, right? This test is this environment is like in Singapore, right? Suppose this environment we can download and we can install into our local system. Then we are running this process on our own server, local server. Then this work directory will be created on our C directory where our server is installed. Okay. Means this disk is local to your server.
Correct.
So that is why it is not asking username and password. The system, so where we can store it. Work directory is asking only direct name, but it's not asking username and password. Means so the disk is it's going to create where the server is running. So that is not, it's not going to ask like explicitly, it's not going to ask what is where we can create and one system I'm going to create, right? It's not going to ask. So we are going to give like we can set up a file name. So with what file name we are going to create a file name, and we are going to before going to create, and we have to set it here. One more step is required before going to create a data or like a file in disk. I will tell you what is this exactly tomorrow. So how we are going to give the file name with this list. We'll see tomorrow.
Sure. So tomorrow you said 8:30, right?
8:30 we'll connect.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.